Okay, so tablets are having a moment right now. Like every major brand is suddenly taking tablets seriously. And honestly, it makes sense. People are using tablets for work, for school, for entertainment, but the most exciting space? Gaming. And that is exactly where REDMAGIC is going all in. So, REDMAGIC just warmed up their brand new gaming tablet, the REDMAGIC Gaming Tablet 5 Pro, and it is dropping sometime in mid to late April. You can already reserve one. And the more I look at what they're putting inside this thing, the more I think this might actually be the most powerful gaming tablet we've seen yet. Let me break it down for you. Let's start with the chip, because this is where it gets crazy. They're throwing in the Snapdragon 8 Supreme Edition, 5th generation. The CPU hits up to 4.6 gigahertz. For context, that is fast. That is seriously, genuinely, shockingly fast. And the GPU? Totally new generation. Stronger rendering, smoother visuals, handles heavy games without even breaking a sweat. But here's the part that actually got me excited. REDMAGIC didn't stop there. They added their own chip on top. It's called the Red Core R4. This is their in-house gaming chip, and it handles things like super resolution, smoother frame rates, better touch response, and even lighting effects. So you've got Qualcomm doing the heavy lifting, and REDMAGIC's own chip on the side, making the gaming experience even better. That's two chips working together just for your games. Wild. Oh, and there's also a dedicated touch chip, which means faster touch response and higher sampling rate. So when you tap, swipe, or press anything on screen, it registers almost instantly. No lag, clean. Now, let me talk about the game engine, because this one's interesting. They've built something called the Cube Sky game engine, and it goes deep into the processor itself to manage how power is used. What that means for you as a player is better frame rates, less power being wasted, and smoother gameplay overall. It's basically like having a tiny coach inside your tablet, constantly making sure everything runs at its best. High-quality visuals without burning through your battery at double speed. Speaking of heat, you know gaming devices get hot, like embarrassingly hot sometimes. But REDMAGIC is going full PC-level cooling on this one. We're talking active cooling fans, vapor chamber, liquid metal, and liquid cooling heat pipes all in one tablet. That is not normal for a tablet. That is what you'd find in a gaming laptop or a desktop cooling setup. And it matters a lot, because when your device gets too hot, it throttles performance. Your games start stuttering, your frame rate drops. With this kind of cooling, that shouldn't be an issue. Okay, the screen. Let's go. It's a 9-inch OLED display, so colors are already going to look amazing. But the refresh rate? 200 Hz. 200. Most games run at 120 or 144 frames per second, and those are considered smooth. Some go up to 165, but 200 Hz? That's ahead of basically everything right now. Even the best smartphones in the world haven't crossed 200 Hz yet. The highest is 185 Hz on phones. So this tablet is actually pushing further than smartphones on the display side. That's a sentence I didn't expect to say. Battery, 9,500 milliamp hours. That's about 1,300 milliamp hours more than last year's model, so you're getting noticeably longer sessions before you need to plug in. And when you do plug in, it charges at 100 watts. The previous version was 80 watts, which was already fast, but this is faster. And there's also bypass charging. This one's actually really useful for heavy gamers. Bypass charging means when you're plugged in and playing, the power goes straight to the tablet instead of going through the battery. Less heat, less battery strain. Smart feature. Screen-wise, it's keeping that same flat, full-screen, transparent back look that the previous generation had. Very clean, very that tech meets esports aesthetic. Bezels are a little thinner this time, so the screen takes up more of the front, which always looks good. Storage and RAM, the top version goes up to 24 gigabytes of RAM and 1 terabyte of storage. So yeah, you can install every game you want and still have room left over. Look, the REDMAGIC Gaming Tablet 5 Pro is clearly built for one thing and one thing only: gaming. They didn't try to make it do everything. They looked at what gamers actually need: raw power, proper cooling, a smooth high refresh screen, long battery, fast charging, and they put all of it in one device. If you're a serious mobile gamer, this thing is going to be hard to ignore. Mid to late April is just around the corner, so keep your eyes on this one. And if you want to see a full review when it drops, make sure you're subscribed because we are definitely covering this. Catch you in the next one.